There are no signs from an outside God. There are only opportunities to reestablish your state or completely change it. See, I used to be the kind of person who relied heavily on signs or confirmation from a powerful, stronger outside source. At first, I was heavily Catholic, so that outside source was God, Jesus, or Mary, who are all great, positive, benevolent characters, which is okay and understandable. Then, as I grew up, it became the universe, who I relied on, which was still positive, great, and benevolent, but a little bit less forgiving than that of the Catholic characters. So, clearly, as I grew up, I faced plenty of disappointment, so my standards for this outside higher power God lessened with time. Not only was I finding less solutions or less answers, but my guidance system became less and less reliable. Eventually, I realized there was no outside God. There is no outside God to please, to look up to, or to pray to. Again, I came to this realization after feeling deeply disappointed and betrayed by my Catholic standards and the universe standards. So now, I'm in this position where I understand I am my own operant guidance system, and that I am to look at my emotions, reactions, thoughts, and beliefs to project me forward successfully. I no longer rely or commit myself to messages or signs from a higher power outside God or outside source. I understand I am the highest power. The only true, real, and beneficial signs are those I decide benefit me. The correct answers, avenues, or pathways are what I feel are the best and with the least resistance. And best is zero resistance. I no longer have to beg or ask for something from someone. I no longer have to prove I am good enough to receive what I want, and I no longer have to shame myself into acting or behaving a certain way to receive something. Now, I realize I get to observe my third dimension and understand I fully create. I fully create it through my own unique, completely unique and personal state. There are no miracles, only beautifully, energetically alignments. There is no giving me something. I create everything. I am giving myself my own unique experience through my own unique state, aka my own unique beliefs, thoughts, emotions, and reactions. Collectively, we are all individually creating our own reality. Then we become a collective. There is no one that is in charge or in control over us, over me. I am entirely in charge and in control over myself. I am no longer at the hands of someone stronger or someone more powerful than me. I am no longer a slave to someone or something. I am free. I now understand Jesus, Mary, the idea of God are all characters who are real, but are entirely at my level. I create them through my belief in them. We are all on the same playing field. Jesus, God, and Mary don't create me. I create them. There is no hierarchy. There is one. And I am the one point of light. And when I am stuck and I need help and I need guidance, I look to my higher self who exists now. I look to me. I am the God I pray to. I am the God I live by and for, and you are for you. Fear not. I also understand positive energy or direction is the key to success that is withstandable or concrete. To believe in the success of negative energy is to live in denial. Positive and negative can be determined by how said thing in question makes you feel. Positive equals feels good, which equals a go. Negative equals feel bad, which equals rethink. Another great indicator is the question, what would you never want done to you? Or, what would you want done to you? All action is action given to self. I know this because I understand our origin or creation stems from a single point of light or energy that split by reflecting upon itself infinitely. An infinite amount of vast infinite points of light or energy. So much all creation became. Energy became matter. All possibilities, all storylines, all dimensions, all thought, all spirit, all physical, all metaphysical, and more. Quite literally anything you can think of. Infinity from one single point of light. You are that single point of light. I am that single point of light. We are that single point of light. Any situation my third dimension reflects is showing me a chance to re-establish my state or to change it. Any situation my third dimensional reflection shows me is simply and always a chance to re-establish my state or change it. If I persist in a certain state, despite any occurrence in the third dimension, I am communicating to myself what and how I am to steer my reality. According to my individual reactions through belief, thought, emotion, and action, I am communicating to my reflection where to steer or where to go. For example, there is no fate that an outside God has casted or granted you. There is no negativity you need to endure because you credit the negative experience to a godly test or a godly mission. Simply what it is a reflection, an 110% accurate reflection of your current state. And according to your reactions through belief, thought, emotion, and action, you are steering and communicating with your reflection as to where you want to go, what is going to happen next. There is no fate that an outside God has casted or granted you. You cast your own fate through your state, through your perspectives on what is happening around you and who you are in relation to that. So when you no longer wish to experience negative experiences, you don't have to wait for an outside God. You have to wait for you to change your state. You are the God. You are the operant power. You create everything. You. What do you believe about yourself and about the outside world? What do you think about yourself and the outside world? How do you emotionally react to yourself and to the outside world? What actions or reactions do you have according to yourself and the outside world? That will create a reality. a structural, a mathematically, energetically based structure that you are creating out of your own state. Infinity is available to you, that is above ego, that is above humanity, that is above limitation. You are the one point. You are what you recognize as God. You create Jesus and Mary, not the other way around. You create them. You are the Father. In that biblical sense of speaking. Another example, if you are unsure about a decision and are unsure what action to take and need some sort of guidance or validation, instead of praying to an outside God for an uncertain result, you are to ask, where does this doubt come from? Doubt is negative because it does not flow. It is resistance. Positive flows. Negative stops. Think of a literal electrical current. We all stem from a single point of energy, of light. Doubt means don't take action. Resistance means don't take action. Wait. Wait before you proceed. Rethink. Reestablish who you are and where you want to go. There will be an option. There will be an option because infinity is available that holds peace and relaxation. Choose that route of belief, thought, emotion, and reaction or action. What grants you peace and relaxation? What grants you flow, energetic flow, the electrical current flowing? If you choose that belief, thought, emotion, or reaction/action that holds doubt, you will unquestionably reflect that negative frequency in your third dimension back to you. Because we experience who we are through our state. Objectively, without question, we reflect. That is what the 1 point does. It reflects. That is creation. That is how it created it, split and reflected upon itself infinitely. We reflect objectively. So there is no point in bargaining for a result when we reflect exactly who we are. And so if you want your result to be certain, you must be certain about who you are and what you are creating. Negative states such as doubt is also something we create. How do we create doubt? We create everything. We created Jesus, Mary, doubt, infinity. How do we create doubt? By holding beliefs, thoughts, emotions, and reactions that hold doubt. A common example of a doubt-holding belief or thought is, whatever is meant to be, will be. Versus a concrete and strong alternative is, I live my life knowing I have everything I want. Or, I am always satisfied because I always have everything I want. Or, I control outcomes. Outcomes don't control me. Doubtful or fearful states, which are beliefs, thoughts, emotions, and reactions or actions, only hold power because you feed them power by believing in them. The 1 point creates and is by focus through belief. Overcome the power of negativity by believing more in the power of positivity. Quite simply. Both powers equally exist. Your existence, your experience is your choice. All possible realities and storylines are happening all at once. Once where negative holds more influence, and one is where positive holds more influence. There's no judgment. The 1 point does not judge. The 1 point experiences. If you would like an in-depth explanation into this subject, please check out all my other videos. I have over 50 under the 1-point playlist. Another example, let's say you still have lingering beliefs or necessity of validation from an outside God to succeed or anything. Or you are superstitious. The repetition of delays reflecting or presenting themselves in your reality are each individually opportunities to continue to perpetuate your beliefs or create new ones. Perpetuating your beliefs will lead you to doubt, continued delays, or problems manifesting, and utter confusion on the right way to proceed, complete uncertainty. Changing your beliefs, on the other hand, will show this. Let's say you have a desire to get some ice cream, but you struggle with eating disorder related thoughts, which is causing friction and negative energies to be present through your state, your beliefs, and your thoughts. On the way to the ice cream, you are already doubting if you should even get it, and you trip and rip your shoe in some dramatic way. So that leads you to tell yourself, this happened as a sign from the universe or from God, because I am not meant to eat this ice cream. And if you believe that, then you will turn around and go home, unsatisfied, hungry, resentful, and disappointed. Or you have the thought, this has happened as a sign from the universe or God, because I am not meant to eat the ice cream. And you catch yourself and reflect on what I am just telling you now and what we spoke about creation. You will then decide, pause. I create my own will and my own fate. Although I ripped my shoe while getting ice cream, I am going to use this opportunity of delay to reestablish that no outer occurrences are signs. Rather, instead, they are opportunities to create new realities. This ice cream I am going to eat is safe and rationed. I am in control of how this ice cream affects my body, according to my perspective towards it and my beliefs and thoughts towards it. That being said, I am going to purposefully alchemize my fear of ice cream to completely benefit me. Ice cream has now become a reminder of how infinitely powerful and moldable I am through my state or perspectives on life and on ice cream itself and how it affects me. I trust myself to love myself enough to hold beneficial states and self-loving states. That being said, I am purposefully holding beliefs, thoughts, perspectives, and actions that benefit me. See, I understand my perspectives on my reflection, such as my shoe ripping, or desiring ice cream, or ice cream itself, are what create my reality. Ice cream can be both detrimental or beneficial. Shoe ripping can be both detrimental or beneficial. Both are real, both are possibilities, both are happening now. You choose your experience through your state and your perspectives. You experience whatever you actually believe. Change your beliefs to change your experience. I decide my future and I design my fate. Not any predestined, stronger outside source or God. Me. I do. I design my fate. I design my future. I decide if I am to eat ice cream despite whatever the third dimension reflects to me. I decide how this ice cream is going to affect me and my body. And if I trip on my way to ice cream, that is simply an opportunity to reestablish my state or change it. It is not some sign from some outside source trying to tell me what to do. No one but me can and will determine who I am, and what I have, or who and what I experience. No external circumstance and no external God. Everything is internal. Look within. The one point created infinity by looking within, by internally deciding who and what it is. You are infinity. The version of you experiencing who and what you want to be is real and existing now. There is no God you need to bargain with to receive your desires and success. I'm speaking factually. When the one point created infinity, it did it by going within itself. There is no possible way for it to create by going outside of itself. There's nothing else outside of itself. It is complete darkness and a single point of light. It has to go within itself to create. You only need to change your state on who you are, what you are, who and what the outside world is in relation to you. What are your perspectives on you? What are your perspectives on the outside world or your reflection? Are they always benefiting you? Why not? From now on, all your perspectives will be changed and alchemized to benefit you. I will be who I am. I will be who I know I am. And I will be what I know I am, no matter what the third dimension reflection shows me. And that's on persisting and never wavering. And that's how you win. That's how you successfully create. You don't decide if I'm a winner. I decide if I'm a winner. Nothing outside of me decides what and who and what I experience and what I am and what I have. I decide. That is concrete and unshakable. You are the rock, your own anchor. And so if you lose, you can be a loser or you can be a winner. Who are you? You are the one point. You have thought. You have belief, you have emotion, and you have reactions that create who you are now. You have what you want now. Be that person. Hold those beliefs, thoughts, emotions, and reactions. Live that truth to experience that truth. Know who you are. Know who you are and be it despite all odds, despite all contradictions. Know what you have and have it despite all odds. Have it now. Be the winner now. How do you feel? What are you thinking? What are your beliefs about yourself and what you have? Be at peace, relaxed, powerful, confident, secure, satisfied, content, grateful, humble, grounded in love, generous, and all that holds power and positivity. Because why would you not? You create by reflecting who you are. You don't create by being what your reflection tells you to be. No. You create your reflection by being who you are. It starts with you. Change the self. Go within. What are your perspectives on yourself, beliefs about yourself? What are your perspectives and beliefs about the outside world? What are your perspectives and beliefs on yourself and the outside world, and your thoughts and your reactions and your... What do you believe is possible? What do you really believe in? What do you really have faith in? Where do you really put your strength and your power? Do you put it in fear? Do you put it in love? Be real. You create. Infinity is possible and happening now. You experience what you experience because of your state, not because it is some fate granted upon you. Wake up.